Good morning, good people, and welcome back to Authors Speak. I'm your host, Dr. Karoline Bethea Jones, and today feels like a homecoming. This is our first episode since the release of Deception, and I've been sitting with everything that book stirred up inside me. Girl, inside readers, inside the world of the Collins Wilkes verse. Girl, there was a lot of stuff going on, right? A lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. But today isn't just about the books. It's about the process, the discipline, the truth-telling, the spiritual work, and the creative courage it takes to write stories that won't leave you alone.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Deception, Eve's Awakening, and Athenias, the girl who glowed from within.
I love that.
The children's book I just released. Right? And those were three very different projects, but all born from the same place. A desire to tell stories that heal, challenge, and awaken.
Love it.
And I'm not doing this alone. My co-host, my sister in creativity, Miss Renee Marshall-McKinley, is here with me. She is the author of Pouring, a story of sisterhood, and co-author with me of our book of short stories, Writing with Friends. And we're going to talk craft, calling, and what it means to be a storyteller in the season of our lives. So, settle in. Let's talk about the work behind the work. Hey.
Love it.
All right. How you doing, Renee?
I'm doing all right, Caroline. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. It feels like we haven't been here for a long time, but we had a reason why we wasn't here for a long time, but we're here now.
Yes. And now is the right time to be here.
Now is the right
Timing is everything. Timing is everything. So, Caroline, it feels good to be back in this space with you.
Yes, ma'am.
You've had quite a creative season.
Yes, ma'am.
Before we get into the books, how are you doing as a storyteller right now?
How am I doing? Wow. Now, that's a question. That is a question. I'm in a season of clarity. Deception stretched me. And when I say deception stretched me, it stretched me.
I believe it. I read it.
Eve's Awakening humbled me. And my children's book softened me.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm learning how to tell the truth in different languages. And that's really something that is new for me. Because when you get caught up with just doing one thing.
Right.
Because we talked about this, Renee. We talked about it.
Yes.
And so this is why this segment is so important. Because this is the stretching.
Woo.
This is us realizing that we can do multiple things.
Absolutely. And y'all, I can't wait for you to get this book because she was stretched in this book. She was stretched and we were stretched reading it. Oh my goodness.
This book took me places. Oh my gosh, it took me places.
Yes.
It did. It took me places. But you know what? I'm happy where I am right now.
Yes.
Because in this season of my life, this is my season of becoming.
I love that. Okay. All right.
And everything that I've been doing has been circling around that theme.
Yeah.
Because I have moved from one place, and I just turned 65.
I was gonna, bring that up, but I'm glad you brought it in.
Okay.
Yes.
And there must be some truth to going through different stages in your life. I'm not the same person that I was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I'm not even sure I am the same person that I was even last year, Renee.
That's right. Well, absolutely not, because you were able to complete 3 books in a short period of time, right?
Yes.
You had to work your way up to them, but they're here now. So that part is released. So I'm sure you're not the same person that you were last year.
I'm not. I'm so happy to be the person that I am right now.
Absolutely.
I am the woman that I prayed for.
Come on now, because that's what we all should be striving for.
Yes.
Love that.
I can say that with such certainty.
Yeah.
I am the woman that I prayed for.
Love that.
And so, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Love it. Yeah, we should all be striving to become. And you know what? We could just leave it right there. To become.
To become whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Yes. We should all have that goal of becoming.
That's right.
We don't want to stay in the same place that we were, right?
No.
Because what's that saying? You keep doing the same thing, you get the same results,
You get the
right?
same results.
Every time and time. And even though we be asking for something different, we be praying for something different, but we continue to do the same thing.
And that's it, Renee.
Yeah.
I had to stop doing the same thing because I was guilty of that.
Sure.
Guilty of sitting here, guilty of, well, I prayed about it, so I'm going to wait and see what happens. The Lord ain't forget me yet.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And, I don't even understand what happened, but something happened. Something clicked.
What was the next book? Awakening. So you said Becoming, which was the title that First Lady Michelle Obama had, and then didn't she have one called Awakening?
Did she? I have no idea because I'm not following Michelle Obama's track.
Okay, and I believe I got an Awakening book. But what I love about that is you're parallel to that.
Yes.
You just use those same terms, so it must be some truth in Becoming.
Yes,
and Awakening.
And Awakening.
What's going to be that next season?
I don't know, but I know I'm in the season, and I'm really, really glad to be on. So let's talk about the creative season.
Okay. What surprised you the most after releasing Deception?
Okay, I had so many surprises.
I'm sure.
So many.
I'm sure.
But I think what surprised me the most was is that the reader saw things that I didn't expect. And I know you can talk about that a little more.
Yes.
They caught the moral tension, the emotional undercurrents, the quiet betrayals.
Whew.
And it reminded me that once a book leaves your hands, so once it left my hands, it becomes a mirror for whoever reads it. So it no longer, it was mine as long as I had it in my hands. As long as it was in my computer, as long as I was waiting for it to be published. Once I published it, and once it's now out of my hands, it takes on a life of its own.
It does, because the reader sees something different in the book. It comes from their perspective, right? So we hear what's from your perspective. You're giving us the blueprint, but then when we absorb the content, oh my goodness, we'll get into that later. So tell me, how has your voice shifted since then?
And that's a very good question, and I'm glad to talk about that because I know my voice has shifted. Yeah, I know I've become a little bit more intentional. Sure, I know I have. Sure, I know that I am allowing myself to stay in my own quiet, so there's less noise. Yes, more honesty. Yes, I'm not afraid to let characters be flawed. Messy absolutely or wrong. Yes. And Deception is all about flawed, messy, and wrong characters. And because I know that's where truth lives. Yes. And sometimes as an author, we're afraid of what people are going to say. Right. Because
but you know what? First of all, we're all flawed and messy. You just happen to put it out there. Yes. And for the next reader, they're going to be like, you know what? Now I can see that I am flawed and messy because I see myself in this person, or my partner is this person, or I can relate to this person in the flawed and messiness. Yes. So it should be a mirror. Absolutely. Everything. Well, not everything, because some things is just for entertainment. Yeah. I write for entertainment. I'm not going to say I don't write for entertainment, sure. But my goal in my writing has always been about healing. It has always been about you seeing a little piece of yourself. It has always been about you becoming the best you can become. Yes. And I do that through my writing. Yeah. I have always done that through my writing. So, Yeah, and what's good about that is you can go through some things. You don't have to stay in that position. You don't. You should be working to push through and get to the other side. Mm-hmm. And so, all that's in Deception, y'all. All right, so let's talk about Deception. Not the plot, because people can read about that, but the craft. What did this book teach you about writing flawed characters? Okay, and see, people get scared when it comes to characters. Yes. I'm one of them. Right, I was going to say, yes. Even we've had this conversation, Renee. Yes. We've talked about that. You're afraid. You're just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But flaws are the doorway to humanity. They really are. Yes. So Stephanie, Terry, Eve, Nora, Quincy, they're all carrying secrets, shame, and longing. Yes. So writing them
required compassion from me and accountability at the same time, because I had to be accountable for how they behaved, while at the same time I needed to make sure that there was a realism in the writing.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what makes it relatable, because you can see, touch, feel, know these characters, know, some of them or even all of them at one point could have been ourselves, right?
Yeah, they could have been.
Yes, it could have all been ourselves.
Yes.
So you built a world with tension and moral complexity. How did it balance truth telling with compassion? I'm sorry. How did you balance truth telling with compassion?
Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to tell you that was easy.
Because I'm like, oh God, how did she do it?
But I was really intentional about writing from the wound, not the weapon. I let my characters reveal themselves very slowly.
Yes.
Stephanie evolved. She evolved from someone to love to deception. But and we're not even going to talk about the books that come after that, because I have a whole series that's coming after that. But I am so grateful that I allowed my characters to just evolve. I trusted the reader to sit with discomfort so that they can see the process of becoming.
Yeah.
Because it's messy.
It's messy. And I'm just going to say, as the reader of the book, so many times I sat with my mouth like, when you're making those sounds when you're watching television, you're going to do the same thing reading this book. Oh my God, no, what? Really? What? Wow.
I know.
Those were some of the sounds that I made reading the book. God. You did that.
You know what? I sat with this book for a long time because I wasn't sure how to present it.
Yeah.
And I had to get to a place where I said, you know what, Karoline? You are the artist. You are the creator.
Yeah.
This is your story, and you're going to tell it. Absolutely. And that's...
And bravo is all I can say to that. Bravo.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So, you want to shift a little bit?
Yeah, let's shift a little bit.
All right, we're going to shift a little bit to Eve's Awakening.
Okay.
Eve's Awakening is such a shift, right? Why did Eve need her own space?
Whew. Okay. Because everybody knows the biblical Eve.
Yes.
Everybody. And since the beginning of time, everyone has blamed Eve for everything.
Let's talk about that. Yes.
Yes. And there was, you know what? I have always, even before I studied theology and before I decided that I was going to take, like 12 women of the Bible and rewrite their stories, even before all of that, there was always something about Eve's story.
Yeah.
There was always something about her story. Yeah. And I felt like her silence was too loud. Okay? Yes. Yeah. She was carrying generational weight, personal guilt, and a longing for redemption that she wasn't getting. Nobody was giving it to her. Yes. And I felt like she needed room to breathe.
Absolutely.
And so I decided that not just Eve, I took 12 women from the Bible and I decided to rewrite it, to give them a voice.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I'm very proud of the voice that I gave Eve. Yeah. And I know you will be too when you read it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just to add on to that, even in our times today, right? There's noise around us all the time. Work noise, spouse noise, children noise, outside noise, inside, even our own inside noise, right?
That's right.
We do need to say, I need a minute. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
The world is buzzing around us at a pace that is so. I don't think our spirit and our soul actually intended for us to be wrapped in so much.
Oh my goodness!
So much noise and so much noise. It's funny thing, and this is getting off topic for a little bit, but
we always on topic.
I know, but I also study all kinds of scripture, all kinds of spiritual things.
Yes,
and I remember
Dr. Karoline.
Yeah, well, kind of with the territory, but I remember studying about the Anunnaki.
Okay,
and I remember one of the text parts that I read, and it said actually what was happening, how the reason why the flood came, and this is their version of the flood, is because human beings were just too loud, and the gods was just sick and tired of us.
Okay, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, they were just too noisy, making too much noise, and it decided that we're just going to destroy them because they don't even know how to be quiet.
Just give me a minute. Well, we don't want to repeat that.
Oh my God! But you know what? I love all spiritual stories.
Absolutely.
As you know that.
Yes.
I engage in all of the spiritual books
because it feeds us all. I mean, each part of something, you take away something, whether it's good, better, and different. You take away something.
And I love a good story.
Yes.
And I just thought, I chuckled when I read that part. And not only did I chuckle, there are times when I feel like there's too much noise around me, and I'll say, it's so funny how I'll just say, oh my God, I understand why they wanted to destroy you. It's like, oh my God, can you just shut up?
I know it. Sometimes we want to tell our children that, but we know we can't say it that way.
It is part of human nature for us to make noise.
Yes. But I know about that. I need a minute. I need a minute, so I understand that part right there.
Yes, I know.
What was the hardest part of writing Eve's truth?
Well, I think letting her be both wounded and awakening.
Okay.
Not rushing her healing.
Yeah.
Not sanitizing her pain.
Yeah.
Also, when you take a biblical character and give it voice, you open yourself up for so much scrutiny.
That part.
But I wanted my readers to know that as a spiritual leader and a women's empowerment leader, it was important to me to not just teach the Bible, but bring the stories of the Bible into reality. I wanted to show a very real part of Eve.
Yeah.
I wanted to show how she is just like us. Yeah. And if we keep seeing her as this abstract character, then we no longer have compassion. We no longer have empathy. We no longer at least try to understand her point of view.
Yes. You have to be able to write in such a way that people can, I don't want to say always understand, but
I know.
Can,
I'm
like, wait, bubbles.
I'm pouring water.
People have to be able to relate to it sometimes, understand it sometimes, feel it sometimes. Sometimes you gotta feel certain things to see where people are coming from, right? Because we're not always in the same place, same space.
And if the only thing you're doing is reading something on a paper, I think sometimes humanity has, I don't want to say no empathy, but
empathy, compassion, something.
I mean, there's something missing.
Yes,
there's something missing, and
I'm with you on that.
So what I'm trying to do is show another side.
Yeah,
I have feelings too.
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't do anything that I thought was wrong.
Right.
I was curious.
Yes.
And as a result of my curiosity, this is the result of that.
All right.
I didn't set out to hurt nobody. There was no evil in my heart.
Yeah.
So for the whole world to want to place blame on one person for the conditions of the world seemed a little bit unfair to me.
It is unfair.
Yeah.
It is unfair that occurred. Is occurring. Still occurring.
It's still occurring.
Yes.
Still occurring.
That is very, very unfair. I agree.
So you know me. I'm different when it comes to things like that.
That's what I love about you. You shake things up.
I shake things up.
It's not the status quo all the time.
No status quo with me. No status quo.
All right. We're going to move into the children's book, if that's okay.
Book. We can move into children's
storytelling
book.
across genres. Okay, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
And then you pivoted again.
I did.
To a children's book.
Mm-hmm.
What does writing for children unlock in you?
Joy.
I love that word.
Yes.
I love it.
Joy.
I love it.
Simplicity.
Yes.
Wonder.
Yes.
Writing for Naomi. It was, having a 5-year-old granddaughter.
Okay, I was going to say this. Everybody doesn't know who Naomi is.
Having a 5-year-old granddaughter opened up a lot of things in me. And here's the thing that people don't know about me. Yes. This is not my first children's book, but it's the first, because we talked about this.
That's right.
We talked about this, and you got on me about this, remember?
I was like, let it come.
Yes, you did. This was not my first children's book that I've written, but it's the first children's book that I decided to publish. Yes. And I did that for Naomi. Naomi reminded me that storytelling is first about connection, because children demand clarity and heart and no pretense.
Honesty.
That's it.
Period.
And I felt like this was an opportunity for me to open up another side of me that I obviously have been holding back. Yes. Because every time we have the conversation that we talk about is like, when you going to do it? I don't know, girl. I don't know.
I think are we 3 years in? We're about 3 years in, and every time somewhere in one of the podcast, I'm like, ma'am.
I know, but and fear plays a big part in that.
Oh yes.
I think I was afraid. I think I was afraid. Yeah. Maybe because for a long time, maybe I didn't want to admit it, Renee, but maybe I was afraid of what people would think.
Because she never said this before.
Because this is what happens when you're becoming. Yes. This is what happens.
Absolutely.
When you
because we recognize who we are.
Yes.
Right? We may not in the beginning, but as we become, we grow. There's growth.
That's it.
We see the truth.
We see the truth.
Yeah.
And I think there was a part of me that was afraid. Yeah. Afraid of the backlash, afraid of what people would think about me, afraid of what people would say. Yes. And I reached a point in my life, I finally reached a point in my life where I dropped all that. And it's so funny because when I turned 65, I wrote myself a birthday song.
Yes, you did.
I did.
And it's cute, y'all.
Yes, it is. And I might let you hear it at the end of this podcast.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, I think I will. It's called
You have to.
Unapologetic.
Yes.
And I even have little Naomi singing this song. When I pick her up from school, she goes, play your birthday song. Play your birthday song. Yeah.
I love it.
And there's a part that goes, I'm not shrinking. And that's what Naomi goes, I'm not shrinking.
And you all, one day you'll get to meet Miss Naomi because she does not shrink.
She does not shrink.
She is unapologetic.
Unapologetic
is
a
right. bold 5-year-old.
Yeah, so she be singing that song like she knows. Okay, I'm not shrinking. Yes. It's like, okay, I love it. But when I got to that point in my life, and I think Naomi played a big part in that. Absolutely. I got to see what being carefree was like.
Again, because we live carefree.
We forgot all about it.
We do.
Yeah.
We forget because life has a way of making us forget.
Yes, and I did. And I was so serious about everything. I held everything in. But, these 5 years with Naomi has opened up something in me, and I'm so grateful for her.
Absolutely.
So this book is for Naomi, but it's not only for Naomi.
Sure.
It's for every little girl who's ever had an issue, a problem with seeing the beauty in themselves.
Absolutely.
Because that's what the book is about.
Yeah. And, Naomi is very fortunate because she has a grandmother who opens that up for her.
Yeah.
Some children do not.
You're right.
So this book would be perfect for the children who do not.
Who do not. Absolutely. Yes. And that's why it's called the girl who glowed from within. Because I wanted to show that beauty and self-esteem and all that stuff, it comes from the inside of you. Yeah. It doesn't come from the outside of you. It's not dependent on what people think. And I had to learn that. Yes. Okay, this may be a story. This story came from a larger story. Okay. A larger story about self-esteem and vanity and humility. Okay. And, there's some things that I had to learn myself. Yes. Because sometimes we look at ourselves and we don't see what other people see in us. Yes. Sometimes we allow ourselves to see lesser. Less. We see less.
Can I just pause you for a second?
Yes.
So, folks, Karoline is part of my Bells and Bloom group. And I know I'm segueing again. We always segue.
It's okay. We're going to keep segueing.
Karoline is part of my Bells and Bloom group.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
we are a group of women who take biannual photos to glam ourselves up, to do our feel-good moments.
Yes.
And I walked in her house today, and what do I see? All her glam shots. And I'm telling you, Karoline is opening up. There's lots of color there. Yes. She feels good at the photo shoots, and it shows so much through her photos. So you can understand what she's talking about right now.
Yes, I do.
Because Jocelyn, which is our photographer, my daughter.
Jocelyn.
She makes you so comfortable.
She does.
And she accentuate what you already have. We may not always see it. She sees it.
And that's it. You are the one who don't see it.
That's right.
And that's what this book is about. This little children's book is so even for kids. This book is geared for children between 5 and 8, girls particularly, but boys too.
Absolutely.
Where they're feeling a little bit awkward about themselves. They don't like their hair. They're feeling like I don't fit in. I'm not I'm not the same as this person there. But glowing from within means that it doesn't matter. You are beautiful.
Yes.
And everyone sees it.
Everyone sees it.
And Athenias, everyone saw it. Everyone saw it before she saw it.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Woo! I can't wait. Okay, 2 new books I can't wait to read. I'm sure some more coming, y'all. Y'all just don't even know the phenomenon that I have in front of me. You all don't even know.
There's a lot coming.
How did writing for children sharpen your adult fiction?
Okay. See, now, Renee, you might be able to appreciate this because I'm trying to get you to a right fiction.
Trying, y'all. I'm doing my best.
I'm trying to get you to see.
Yes.
See, to pull back the
Lord. The onions. Oh,
yes. But it forced me to strip away the unnecessary.
Okay.
To get to the emotional truth faster. Yeah. To write with rhythm and intention instead of just, holding on. We feel like all the time that we have to, and I think you feel this way too. We feel like we have to write in a certain pattern. We have to. This is what the industry standard says. You have to do this. Yes. But one of the things that I struggled with, and I don't struggle with anymore because I am well into my becoming.
Okay now.
And that is understanding my uniqueness. Yes. Understanding that I
what you bring to the table
am not like everyone else.
Absolutely right.
And I am no longer going to dim my light.
Yes.
That
is true. We do try to do things so people could see us one way.
Yes.
And that does make us shrink. It makes us diminish all the bad things, because we're trying to be a pleaser of others instead of first trying to satisfy God. And then, we come next. So we have to do better in that arena.
Yeah, and you said instead of satisfying God, and I'm glad you said that because, see, I honestly believe that God gives us these abilities, right?
Man, he just pours it through.
And you know what? I cannot, and it's finally, because I've always felt this way, but I cannot believe that God has poured all this into me, all of this talent, all of this stuff that I got going on here.
But here's the thing.
Okay?
He poured it into one person, Karoline, for this situation that we're talking about. But Karoline has written books that sprinkles over everybody.
Yes.
This podcast is reaching the multitude. Her books reach the masses, right? He might have poured it into Karoline. That was his gift for her.
For me.
But for Karoline to share it. Yes.
And I think sometimes we forget that, Renee.
Yes.
And so that's what we said earlier. So once the books leave our hands, like pouring, once it left your hands, it did what it did. It did. It touched the lives of other women. Yes. It did what it did.
And children, because I got a blessing. People, you never know where blessings are going to come from.
You never know.
So I was teaching at a library. The librarian said, I was looking for you through KISS. I was looking for you for KISS. I said, okay, well, great. You found me. I'm here. She said, what other things can you teach? I said, well, I wrote a book called Pouring. This is a library. She said, and I was teaching teens and tweens. She said, can you bring the book to teach the teens and tweens about sisterhood and journalism?
That's what I'm talking about.
I said, well, okay, God, because I didn't think of that.
That's right.
But God knew.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He knew it, where it was supposed to go.
That's right. And lately, that has been opening up to me. I've been getting these thoughts and being pushed in the same direction to reach out to different libraries. Yes. I have all these programs. See, books, I don't just write books.
Right.
I write workshops.
There it is.
I have all this stuff. I just wrote a play called Becoming.
What? When? Where? What?
Okay. I was going to tell you about the play. The play I just completed it. Oh, I haven't even cast it yet. I need 6 women.
Oh, gosh.
6 women to perform this play. It's monologue driven, poetry driven. There's songs and dance, which I wrote everything, even the music and the songs. I wrote everything. So the play is called Becoming.
Because I
was going to tell you.
I never leave here without amazement. This woman.
I was going to tell you.
I was just with her.
Because I was going to ask you if you was interested in being one of the women. So I was going to tell you.
She know my answer was yes and amen with her all the time. But I was just with Karoline. We were doing a book reading, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And in that, she was finishing up 1 book. 2 books came out. And now a play. Guys, you have to feel what I feel when I talk to Karoline. Dr. Karoline Bethea Jones.
All I can say is that in the last 6 months, I have put all of my fear aside.
Yes.
I have stopped worrying about what people say and
that
think.
Part.
And I have allowed myself to just be me.
Yes. Just be. I used to tell my husband all the time. I said, sometimes, just be. Just be.
I just allow myself to be, Renee. Just be.
And that's enough.
It is enough.
That's enough.
I didn't know it was enough before, though.
Yes. That's okay. I'm here to tell you it's enough, y'all.
I'm feeling it's enough right now.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I'm telling you. Goodness. So, we're going to...
the craft of storytelling.
Okay. You've written across genres, across emotional landscapes. What are you learning about the craft right now?
Discipline. That discipline is a form of devotion.
Yeah.
That inspiration is unreliable, but commitment is steady. That characters speak when you're quiet enough to listen. And that writing, this is the most important part. Because I always struggled with this, Renee. We're going to talk about my struggle.
Yeah.
But what I learned is that writing is spiritual work.
Yeah.
It reveals you to yourself. And see, that's very important. Because as a spiritual leader, as well as a women's empowerment guru, I guess you want to call it.
Yes.
I always felt like, at what point how do I blend all of this stuff that I have? I'm a fiction writer.
Right.
I write fiction. I write lore.
Yes.
I write spiritual things.
Yes.
And a lot of times people look at me and they're like, well, which one are you? Are you like the minister or are you the fiction writer? Like, what are you? And, it took me a while. I'm trying to brace myself for, I have to be this because people expect me to be this. I know.
No.
It took me a long time to understand that my writing is actual spiritual work.
Absolutely.
It is. It's spiritual work.
Absolutely.
It comes from my very soul.
Yes.
And my very spirit.
And you can tell that through the reading of these books.
Yeah. It took a long time, though, for me to just say, look.
Yeah. Here I am.
Stop putting me in a box, people.
Yes.
I don't belong in a box.
That's right. Don't put Karoline in a box.
Just like, it's like, don't put me in a box because I don't belong there. But it took me a long time to rectify that in myself.
Yes.
And I have.
Well, let me just tell you this. It took a long time for you to feel that and get that. But you have turned the fire up on this furnace. You are cranking things out.
I know.
You are, y'all. I can't reveal anything right now, but the fire has been turned up. The switch is up. It's on.
And see, that's what happens. That's what happens when someone is holding back. When somebody is shrinking themselves.
Yes.
When somebody is afraid to shine their light for fear of other people. But liberation, when liberation comes, it is like somebody opened the floodgates.
That firecracker's on. You got, okay. Yeah, just wait a second.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like somebody opened up the floodgates.
You just don't even know. That spigot is open. All right. What do you wish someone told you when you started writing?
That my voice is enough.
Yeah.
That the story will meet you where you are.
Mm-hmm.
That the truth you're afraid to write is the truth someone needs to read.
I just said that earlier.
You did. Yes, you did. You said that earlier.
And it's
yes,
the
you
truth. Did. Yes, talk about that.
Because let me tell you something. It is a good feeling when someone said, and you know this because in pouring, you got this too.
Yes.
It is a good feeling when someone comes to you and say, I saw myself. Thank you. I saw myself in Stephanie. I saw myself in Eve. Because you know why? Because even though these are fictional characters, they were not. They were real.
You cannot tell me these are not real people.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because when I sit with a character, I embody them.
Absolutely.
So everything that they are going through is everything that I have allowed myself to experience so that I can make it real for them.
You said that people can see themselves in Stephanie and people can see themselves in Eve. And I feel like you're saying that specifically because you're a woman.
Yes.
But she wrote the male parts too.
Terry.
So you can see
Quincy.
Yourself in these guys as well.
And Marcus.
People can relate to the female parts.
Yes.
And same person can relate to the male parts.
That's right.
Because we're complex.
Yeah, and Terry is very complex. I tell you, what I had to go through to write Terry, Lord, I mean, it's like...
I was reading it. I told you, I was like, this,
man.
Wow. Because I know the person who wrote it. I'm like, whoa, what? Where?
Yes. Terry went through it.
Did.
And,
which means I went through, too. Cause
because you can't help it. At some point, you want to hate Terry. And
I did.
And then you can't.
I did. I was like, when you tied it all together. I was like,
And then when you realize, oh my God, he's a victim too. Like, I can't even hate the guy.
I was like, man, your tie-up is amazing. Your tie-up is amazing.
Yeah, I will, and not to pat myself on the back, but I will say that that's my specialty.
Girl.
I do that well because I can play the long game.
Yes.
And I can play the long game even in my own life. Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
We do. We in it.
Right,
so we do.
Right. Even in my my own life, people will say, girl. And I'm like, just wait. You just wait. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
I have always been able to see beyond the beyond the gates.
Absolutely. Right. We just dropped two. We did a little Hamilton beyond the gates.
But I've always been able to see beyond the gates.
Yes.
So that's a gift.
Woo, and she got it, y'all. I'm telling you.
That is definitely a gift.
That is totally a gift. That she has the gift and she uses it wisely.
I try.
Yeah.
I try.
So this has been rich.
There you go.
What do you hope listeners take away from today?
Well, what I hope listeners, including yourself, Renee, take away today, that storytelling is a journey. Mm-hmm. That every book, whether it's fiction, spiritual, or for children, is an invitation to grow. And I'm offering you that invitation still.
Yes.
And that creativity is a calling we answer one page at a time.
Explain that.
I know that you have fears about delving into the fiction world. But here's what I offer you.
Yes.
I offer you an opportunity to understand that one page at a time.
Yeah.
Just sit down and just start writing. and allow your imagination to just take you. Don't try to correct yourself.
Yep.
Don't try to figure out if you're doing something right or wrong.
That is the part.
Just open up that mind of yours, because you have a brilliant mind.
Thank you, darling. I love you too.
No, seriously. This ain't fluff.
Yes.
This is real talk.
Yes. Yes.
So open up that brilliant mind and just allow it to flow. One page at a time. And you're going to surprise yourself.
Yes. Just a little fun fact about that, because that's what I'm telling my students when I do my talk with them.
There you go.
Oh God, I have to follow my own words. All right, we're almost at the end.
Almost.
So tell me, what's next for you, Karoline?
Well, we already talked about all the other stuff that I've already got. So I got a play, everyone.
Yes.
I have a play that I wrote called Becoming. And here's the thing about the play. I wasn't going to say this. But I'm going to say it.
Good, say it.
Because I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to say it.
Say it.
The play Becoming is really about me. It's 6 women. It's going to take 6 women.
Yes. Yes.
It's 6 women.
Yes.
And it's all of the things that I experienced.
I love this.
And in my becoming.
Yes.
It starts out strong, and then it shows the steps.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to do this, Renee.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the courage.
You always wanted to do the play about you, because she's already written plays.
Plenty plays.
Yes.
Yeah, like what?
Yes.
5 or 6 already.
Yes.
Yeah.
So expound on that. You always wanted to do
I wanted my story to be told. Not because I'm vain.
No.
Or anything like that.
Yes.
Because I always felt like what I went through specifically was always so real, dynamic, and a lot of women would come to me and they would say, I don't know how you did it, girl.
Ma'am.
I don't know how you're still doing it. And I always felt like my life wasn't easy.
Yeah.
I made it look easy.
Yes.
But it wasn't easy.
Yes.
So I decided that what I wanted to do was show a process.
I love this.
I want to show you the process.
Yes.
I want to show you the doubts and the fears.
Yeah.
I want to show you what it took for me to become the woman that I am today. When I started out, I told you, I am the woman that I prayed for.
Yes.
Because I had to do a lot of praying.
Yes.
Okay?
Love it.
A lot of praying.
Yes.
I was
and it requires that. It really does.
It required a lot of prayer. I had to ask the Lord, please help me become the person that you created me to be. Because there were times when I didn't think I was going to make it, Renee. Yes. So this play Becoming is the process.
I love this. I love this so much.
It's the process.
I'm so glad that I can see her become, y'all. You just don't even know. Karoline and I go back sometime.
We go back, and Renee knows that I'm not pretending, because she's seen some of those moments. She was there for the shy. She was there for it all.
Yes. She's a complex woman, y'all.
I'm very complex.
A tornado, but a complex woman nonetheless.
But here's the thing. This is what Becoming is all about.
Absolutely.
Because every single one of us have the woman that we were supposed to become deep inside of us.
That's right.
Okay? That's right. And we have to open ourselves up so that she can emerge.
And what happens is so, we do say that we're becoming, right? That leads people to think that becoming just means I am this one and done. No. But it's not that. It takes many different pieces, parts, and steps to build a full puzzle.
Yes.
So you all just remember that part.
Yes. So I came with a story. Oh. This is storytelling time. And so I have a little story.
Okay.
It's a little short story. You see how it's it's not even a full page, right? You're looking at it. And it's called A Small Story About a Woman Who Walked with the Quiet.
I like that already.
All right, so I'm going to read this little small story.
Please do.
There was once a woman who carried many states inside her. Bright ones, shadowed ones, fierce ones, tender ones. But the one that felt most like home was her softness. Not the fragile kind, the sovereign kind. The kind that knew its own strength so deeply it didn't need to raise its voice. One evening, as the sun lowered itself behind the hills, she stepped into a garden she had walked 100 times before. But this time, the garden noticed her differently. It saw the way her breath had slowed. It saw the way her shoulders had dropped. It saw the way she wasn't rushing toward anything or away from anything. So the garden softened too. The air warmed, the path smooth. The leaves were stilled as it listened. And as she walked, she felt something she hadn't felt in a long time. The world meeting her exactly where she stood. Not asking her to be more, not asking her to be less. Just her. Layers and all. She didn't try to hold the moment. She didn't try to shape it. She simply walked, and the quiet walked with her. And for the first time in a long while, she realized she didn't need to stay in one state to belong. She didn't need to be perfectly sovereign to be perfectly herself. The garden didn't love her for her steadiness. It loved her for her presence. And as she reached the curve in the path, she whispered a small truth into the warm air. I'm allowed to be all of me. And the garden, of course, agreed.
I love this. That is so beautiful.
So thank you. So that is my small story about me, of course.
Yes. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. And not often do we write about ourselves.
Well, that's something that I never really, except for when I'm journal writing.
Completely different.
Right.
Yes, that's expected. Yes.
When I'm journal writing. But I started understanding how to put myself in the story only this year.
Okay.
So I always use characters.
Yes.
And I never, that's probably where that fear came in. I never wanted to associate myself. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to understand me. And so, another book, y'all, that I didn't tell Renee about that's almost finished is called The Alchemy of She.
First of all, I love that title.
Yes.
I love it.
It's called The Alchemy of She.
I love it.
And she is me.
Yes.
So that's another book that's going to emerge at the end of the year. Because I had to put all of this stuff about me someplace.
You know what's interesting about that? So one of my other jobs, right? Because I have thousands of jobs, sell T-shirts too. Mm-hmm. And I used to have this beautiful T-shirt, and it just said, "She is," and it was a outline of a woman, and in the body of the woman, it lists all these things that a woman is. Yeah. She is brave. She is soft. She is bold. She is whatever.
Pretty much like that up there.
I can't see it, but
you can't see it.
Okay. Look, I can't see it, but I'm going to say yes. And that reminds me of that.
Yeah. So the Alchemy of She also tells a story from the moment. It starts from the moment a woman is just done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to say fed up, but fed up is an overused word.
Yeah. But I could
just done.
But that allows somebody to relate.
Yes.
To where you're going.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Right. So it is the moment where you just stand still and say, "I'm done."
This is it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you start moving.
Yeah.
In the direction.
Yes.
You start moving in that direction.
Love it.
There's poetry, there's monologues and prose, because I like to write poetry.
Yeah.
And I like monologue and short stories and prose. I love that language. Yes. So it's in that language.
I love it. Yeah. Well, this has been amazing.
It has. Oh my God. It has
we
amazing.
had to recap, right? So we hadn't been together in a minute because Karoline was doing all the fabulous things, Karoline. Oh, and God. So I love this.
Oh my God, I can't even believe all the stuff that I've been doing this year.
I can, because I know she.
Yes. She has been busy. She has been letting her hair down. She has been enjoying her life. Yes. She has been allowing her spirit to become.
Yes.
Okay. So, thank you for listening. I want to tell you to keep reading, to keep writing, and keep telling the stories that only you can tell. Absolutely. Because every single one of us have a story inside of us. I cannot tell Renee's story.
Right.
Renee may be able to give me some information about herself, and I may be able to put some stuff together.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what ghostwriters do. I've been a ghostwriter, so I know what that's like. But I'm going to be honest with you. Only Renee can tell her story with the compassion and the empathy and the joy and the laughter. Only Renee can tell her story. And this is why I encourage everyone, including Renee, to tell your story.
Absolutely.
And remember the last time we was here and we said we're going to bring another famous play in here for a minute, and that is the play with Hamilton.
That's about hummed a little earlier.
Yes, and it's like, and there's that one scene, the scene, and I think that's really what really made me start to think, who's going to tell my story?
Who's going to tell your story?
I told my husband, people may not know who I am,
right?
But I am going to leave my footprints.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell my story.
Absolutely. And with that, though, right? Karoline just mentioned, everybody has a story inside.
Everybody has a story.
It doesn't have to be a thick story. It doesn't have to be your whole life story, right? Because hopefully you continue to live. And you don't want somebody to write your story.
Exactly. Because nobody will do it justice.
Right. You can tell your story to someone. To, type it up and make it all look great for you. But get your story out there.
Get your story. Tell your own story.
That's right.
Leave your little footprint.
That's right.
Build your legacy.
Yes.
When I think on the spiritual side of things, when I think of one of the things that always stayed with me, even when I was a little girl, and that is, it says that a blessed man leaves an inheritance for his children's children's children.
See, let's talk about generational everything.
Yes. And I always said, I may not be a millionaire. Mm-hmm. I may not have money that I'm going to be able to leave behind for my children's children's children. Yes. But I am leaving a legacy.
Oh, absolutely. Naomi's name is now pinned, right?
Hey, I'm leaving a legacy
already, because first of all, Naomi's name is in this book. Naomi's in here.
Naomi, and that's purpose. My mother's name is in that book, Nora. My mother, Nora.
And I was trying to figure out who's Nora.
That's right. I have a tendency to do things like that. The new books that I'm writing right now features my grandson, Isaiah Jones London. Yes. His entire name.
I love it.
Because I'm leaving it's like leaving little breadcrumbs. You know what I'm saying?
And they love that as well.
They do.
They love that. Even for myself with the acting. Okay, y'all, I got another job. So I'm an actor as well. And every time I'm on set, I call my little, I got the little people. Yeah. I call my littles and say, Nona's going to be on this set, or Nona's going to be on this set. Or I take pictures and do this. So that's leaving a little legacy for them too, right?
You're leaving a legacy.
Yes. When they see me on TV, they're like, oh, that's my Nona.
And more than that, Kiss, what you're doing with Kiss.
With Kiss.
Your book. Yes. You are an author.
Yes.
Legacy has always been important to me.
Yes. And it's not always about money, like you said.
It's not about money all the time. I wish I could leave millions of dollars behind for my children's children's children. But I won't be able to, right? But that doesn't mean that I don't leave a legacy.
A legacy. That's right.
And I intend to leave a legacy for my children's children's children. When I'm long gone, they will know that I existed, that I walked this earth, that I was here. I left a little tidbit of myself here. My electronic footprint will be here.
For them.
For them. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, you've been listening to The Real Talk with Real People podcast. And this is our special podcast, Author Speak, with my beautiful co-host, Miss Renee Marshall-McKinley.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a great pleasure. We want you to join us again because we will be back.
We'll be back.
With maybe or without maybe a guest. But we're asking you if you would like to be a guest on our show. We want you to sit with us.
Yes.
Talk with us about the writing process. If you want to be a writer, we want to talk to you.
Yes.
If you've written books, we want to talk to you. If you haven't written any books, but you have an affinity to writers, or you are in a position where you can help said writers, then we want to talk to you too.
Yes.
But you don't always have to just be a book. If you wrote a play, I want to talk to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Play, songs.
If you're a songwriter, we want to talk to you.
How'd you write that song? What do you know?
That's exactly right.
We all have questions.
We have questions, and we know you have questions. So we want you to come back and join us. But in the meantime, keep on writing. Keep being yourself, because the road to becoming does not stop. It continues.
One page at a time.
One page at a time. Goodbye, everyone.
Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. I used to tuck my fire in, hide the way my spirit moves. But now I walk like every step is a prayer I get to choose. I'm done shrinking, done whispering, done waiting for permission to be who I am, I'm unapologetic, unafraid, unashamed. I'm standing in my power and I'm calling my own name. I'm done with being quiet, done with playing small. And I'm giving it my all. I used to bend to fit the room, used to dim so they'd feel tall. But now I shine like I was born to take up space and fill it all. I'm done shrinking, done whispering, done asking for forgiveness for being who I am. I'm unapologetic, unafraid, unashamed. I'm standing in my power and I'm calling my own name. I'm done with being quiet, done with playing small. And I'm giving it my all. I don't know the world an explanation. I don't know my past an apology. I don't know my joy a warning label. I owe myself everything. We're unapologetic, unafraid, unashamed. We're standing in our power and we're called